Hi, this is Brian. Welcome back to another Optimize Plus One. In our last Plus One, we talked about the Cal Newport-inspired Shutdown Complete. First, quick check-in. Did you win that game? Get this. Seneca was talking about the same thing 2,000 years ago. As you may know, Seneca was born around the same time Jesus was born. He was one of history's leading Stoic philosophers. And in addition to being one of the wealthiest people of Rome and a statesman plus advisor to emperors, he was also a playwright and is considered the creator of the essay. Not bad. In one of his great books called On the Shortness of Life, Seneca talks about the importance of giving our minds time to rest. Specifically, he says, our minds must relax. They will rise better and keener after a rest. Just as you must not force fertile farmland, as uninterrupted productivity will soon exhaust it, so constant effort will sap our mental vigor, while a short period of rest and relaxation will restore our powers. Unremitting effort leads to a kind of mental dullness and lethargy. He tells us that back in the good old days of the Roman Senate, they couldn't introduce anything important after the 10th hour. Checking our math, we'll note that the 6th hour was for rest, and as we discussed, is the origin of siesta. That was at noon. So our 10th hour, that was 4 p.m. The ancient Roman Senate didn't allow anything new to be introduced that would tax their brains after 4 p.m. Now, if that policy was good enough for the Roman Senate, I say it's good enough for our lives. Again, we've got to give our minds time to rest. End your days at a reasonable time, turn your brain off, and restore your power. Rise better and keener after a solid rest. Isn't it a bit odd that we went from math to science to history, but somehow missed the class on how to live? For some wacky reason, Optimal Living 101 never made the schedule. Of course, it's too late to go back and change that, and you're too busy to read full-time to catch up. But if you're like us, you're all about optimizing your life so you can actualize your potential. So imagine this. Imagine having someone read the best books on how to optimize your life and pull out the big ideas that can really change your life. You know, those sections you underline and asterisk and mark all out. Then imagine that guy, me, connecting those awesome ideas to other great books and helping you actually apply the wisdom to your life today. Well, that's what I do with something we call Philosophers' Notes, where I've distilled hundreds of great books into 20-minute, super practical summaries. Then imagine me taking the absolute best big ideas from those great books and sharing them with you in hour-long Optimal Living 101 classes on everything from productivity, purpose, and confidence to nutrition, goal setting, and conquering procrastination. Helping you optimize every facet of your life so you can actualize your potential. You've got a personal trainer? I'm kind of like your personal philosopher. Ancient wisdom, modern science, and practical tools. That's what our Optimize membership program is all about. If you're feeling it, we'd love to have you join us.